between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell.
Tutu Atwell. The Rams take over first down at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. And the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A torn Achilles was supposed to end Akers' 2021 season before it actually began. 5 months later, in a miraculous recovery, Akers made it back and helped the Rams win the Super Bowl. Now everyone in LA wants to know, how does he follow up that yeoman performance?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
3-yard line.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when they're able to do...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Cowboys nothing.
Second and 11. Here's Pollard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even with a guy like Zeke Elliott in the backfield, Dallas simply couldn't keep Pollard off the field last season. The third-year back was just too good to sit, and he ended up with over 700 yards on just 130 carries.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 8. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense? Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And taken at the 46. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Damone Clark brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember.
The first sack of his NFL career. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's the backup Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Rams 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
44 yards.
and the Rams have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 20.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On play action, Prescott. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Wow.
Michael Gallup.
Jalen Ramsey. Goddamn. I don't know what to say about that. This shit, I guess.
Answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Cowboys, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3.